This man's won back-to-back MVP awards and does things on a nightly basis that simply amazes us all. And I mean, what's there not to like about him? Especially after all these things we're about to go through that'll tell you some more about the Nuggets superstar. You'll find that you like this guy even more than you already do. Here are 10 things you didn't know about Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic was born in Sombor, Serbia on the 19th of February 1995. He lived in a small apartment with his parents, grandmother, and 2 older brothers. Jokic grew up in quite an athletic family with his 2 older brothers, Stranja and Nemanja, playing pro basketball in Europe and college respectively. Nikola was no stranger to the sport, but it was horse racing that stoked his imagination. He competed as an amateur and even owns a racehorse of its own named Dreamcatcher. And to this day, he loves the feeling of being around these magnificent creatures. But how did he get his iconic nickname, the Joker? It all started when his former teammate, Mike Miller, couldn't pronounce his name. Mike Miller had trouble pronouncing Jokic's last name, which is why he came up with his own nickname for the former 2-time MVP. This nickname has eventually become so popular that now almost everyone uses it. While the 2-time MVP mostly looks serious on the court, he, according to his teammates, is supposedly very funny, which is another reason why he's called the Joker, because, well, he makes jokes and people laugh. Nikola loves the nickname since the Joker can surprise, outsmart, and beat anyone. Jokic developed a love of basketball early in his life, playing with his 2 older brothers, who were a decade older. Stranja, the oldest brother, played basketball in Europe, and Nemanja, the second oldest, played college basketball at the University of Detroit Mercy. The brothers are friends with former NBA player Darko Milicic, so we can say that Nikola Jokic grew up in a suitable environment to become a pro player. Jokic also loved horse racing as a child and competed as an amateur, a passion he still holds today. You may remember Jokic's horse that he's talked about and what the animal means to him. His horse played a significant role in his acceptance of the NBA award, and it just highlights how important the equines are for the joke. Nikola Jokic admitted that there isn't a better feeling than hearing their noise when they're eating, and said that these animals are just, to quote Jokic, magnificent. His love for horses reflects during his downtime when he isn't in the United States, as he travels back to Serbia off and on. During his visits, he often travels to places on his horse, while he's a frequent visitor to horse-drawn chariot racing in his homeland. Many of his close friends and teammates often admit that horses give him a release from his professional career on the court, and often is Jokic's way of relaxing and finding his inner peace. He received interest from bigger clubs, and during the summer of 2012, he signed with MegaBasket, a Serbian basketball league. He declared for the 2014 NBA draft after playing 2 seasons and was selected 41st overall. He played the 2015 season in Serbia and won the ABA League's MVP. Even though Jokic was drafted in 2014, he only signed a deal in 2015. He started off his career in fine fashion as he made the NBA All-Rookie First Team and finished 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. His passing and playmaking at the center position made him an intriguing prospect. So much so that he's making a strong case yet again for winning his 3rd straight MVP award, even though it's likely his big man counterpart Joel Embiid will win the MVP. But while we're at it, did you know Jokic actually outdoes Embiid in a number of the analytics? He outdoes Embiid in rebounds, assists, field goal percentage, has 28 triple-doubles on the season to Embiid's 1, has played in more games, is number 1 in nearly all the advanced analytics, and, with all due respect to his teammates, isn't playing with another superstar on his team the way Embiid has James Harden, and even Tyrese Maxey on his side. And then you couple that with the fact that Jokic's team is higher in the standings and has been atop the standings for quite some time, I really don't know how Embiid is a better candidate than Nikola Jokic. Well, of course, unless Embiid doesn't do something magical that we didn't see coming, Jokic is deserving of his 3rd MVP. He developed his game further, finishing 2nd in the 2017 Most Improved Player voting, which finally helped Jokic receive the recognition he was so deserving of since he started in the NBA. Also, when the Denver Nuggets center won the NBA's Most Valuable Player award last year, he became eligible for a $241 million Supermax contract extension as soon as the 2022 offseason, a deal forecast to become the largest in league history. Regarding Jokic's potential Supermax deal, Raznatovich, who is Joker's agent, said, according to our expectation, He should be signed this summer, an extension with the maximum amount which he deserves. Extending Nikola's contract would mean staying in Denver throughout the 2028 season. The starting salary in 2023 would start at $43 million and go up every year from there. If no deal were reached, Jokic would become an unrestricted free agent in the summer of 2023. As for now, we'll just have to wait and see if the Joker gets the largest contract ever in the NBA. Up next, we've got to delve a bit into Joker's life off the court, and I've got to say, it may not be what you're expecting at all. The popular saying, "behind every successful man is a strong woman," stands true for Jokic. Her name is Natalia Masic. The two have been together since the age of 16 when they first met in high school. While Nikola pursued his dreams of playing in the NBA, Natalia followed her path. She went to Oklahoma's Seminole State, where she played volleyball and graduated with a psychology degree from the Metropolitan State in Minnesota. Despite the distance, their love only grew stronger, and the couple planned to tie the knot in June. Unfortunately, their wedding ceremony was delayed due to the pandemic. In October 2020, they finally got their wish in front of family, friends, and a sick fog machine. Unlike some other NBA wives, Natalia still keeps her personal life private. Even her Instagram profile is a private one. However, this all changed in September 2021 when the couple welcomed their only daughter, Ognjena Jokic. And since we're on the topic of Joker's family, why not go a bit into where Jokic and the fam lives and how they're living? Living lavishly, you say? When Jokic was still young in the league, he lived in a 3-bedroom apartment located on the quiet side street in downtown Denver and overlooks Coors Field with his older brothers. Outside this home is a small Nerf hoop installed atop the front door, for which there's a strict no dunking policy and for which tackling is permitted. After his first extension, rumors are that he moved into the affluent Cherry Creek neighborhood of Denver just about 10 to 15 minutes from the Pepsi Center. Jokic also keeps a house in his hometown, Sombor, Serbia, where he has to be near his family and horses. For the most part, he still tries to keep his home life private and under wraps. Oh, and hey, what's he got down there by the front porch? Is that a loaded garage? Yeah. Jokic has his hands on some luxury too, you know. While it might not reflect his game and personality directly, Jokic is the man when it comes to things like this. Nikola Jokic purchased a brand new vehicle for himself following a string of excellent games that elevated him to the position of Denver Nuggets leader. He decided to purchase a heck of a vehicle that was quite a treat for him. He grabbed the Jeep GMC Yukon. The Serbian now owns a 420 horsepower machine. It is large and spacious, making it excellent for the Serbian center, which is 7 feet tall. Apart from its size, the engine generates a top speed of about 115 miles per hour. The Jeep costs a modest $63,500, a lot lower than most other basketball players. I guess it's the luxury you begin to have access to if you're really on the verge of becoming the highest paid guy in all of the NBA. Man, we are all getting jealous over here, bro. What do you all think about Nikola Jokic? Drop it in the comment section below and check out this video right here.